Good afternoon and welcome back to the Brixton Rec Centre. We're halfway through the day's action on finals day of the 2025 Pro-Am. And we have our third v fourth place game on the men's side on deck. Hoopspace in red, TMB, the minimum brand, in black, as both teams heading out onto court to get this game underway. For TMB, number 4, Jake Eynon, number 7, Fontaine, number 6, Danny Evans, number 8, Mathew Disu, and 9, Korry, Callum are the starting 5 for Hoopspace. Hold on. Yeah. And for Hoopspace, number 9, Tomiwa, Sulaiman, number 12, Wheatle, number 6, Nathan Ashley, number 8, Jamil, Ako-Mensah, and number 1, Kayne Henry. We are underway. Quick fire triple by Ishmael, Fontaine, nothing but the air to get us underway. As the triple attempt at the other end for Nathan Ashley, short as Danny Evans. Wraparound pass off the fingers of the defence. That'll go into the crowd, who were maybe just about paying attention in time. And it'll be TMB ball, backdoor cut by Disu. Playing with Mark Clark for Hemel this season. As he fires up the triple, leaves it a little bit short. As wide open, middle of the floor is Tomiwa. He makes no mistake. As the three no good by Ako-Mensah. As Korry, Callum thought about it. Danny Evans going to stop and pop. Oh, going just a little bit to his left. As the GB captain, Wheatle, goes to the little underhand roll. Gets fouled. We'll head to the foul line. Free throws, good, no good. So Jake Eynon, TMB founder, leaves that one short as well. Air ball for Jake, but scrambles back on defense, knocks the ball away, saves a layup. Has a bit of a flop. And Mensah leaves the long jump shot short again. Both teams trying to find their range as Danny Evans loses the handle out of bounds in warming up a lot here in the Brixton Rec Centre. And the crowd starting to fill in more and more as the afternoon rolls on. as Wheatle. Sulaiman pump fakes the free, drives, tries to dish it inside, but too much on it for Mensah to rescue. As Eynon forgets to take the ball with him. I'm pretty sure Jake might be wired up for behind the scenes footage as well as a head coach, player, club director, business director on the ball now. Fontaine going to fire the free and gets it caught in between the backboard and the hoop, as only Ish would do. And Ish will take a break along with Korry, Callum, as Ilias, Taiwo wearing number 1, and Travis Edwards wearing number 2 into the game. Edwards a late replacement as a foul called underneath. That one on Danny Evans, and that will send Jason Witter wearing number 7, Claudor, Matoko wearing 5, and Mathew Allman wearing 4 all into the game. One of them's for the shooter. The other 2 are allowed to check in. Just about got there. Don't get running clocks, so another 45 seconds or so while the teams got organised. As Jamil Mensah at the line makes the free throw. And that does allow Jason Witter into the game. So 6-3 Hoopspace lead. Step back 3. Disu knocks down the triple. Second field goal of the game. As again, Eynon scrambling back on defense, knocks the ball out of bounds. Kayne Henry, corner 3, no good. Travis Edwards, bounce pass. Danny Edwards rejected by Mathew Allman. As Eynon again scrambling back. Allman having played for Samet, Nuazade and the Reading Rockets this year. As beautiful drive by Jason Witter, former SGS college student. As Danny Evans from way above the free. It's the 3rd time we've seen nothing but air on 3 balls for TMB. As Ish checks back into the game for Eynon. As wide open at the end of the break was Matoko. He apologises for the miss. As Disu tries to go up and under. Can't get far enough away from the rim for that one to fall. As that one thrown up in the air by Kayne Henry. Keeps it alive. But Witter steps on the line. Trying to set up a baseline drive. As Edwards, a left-hand driving layup, high off the glass, too much on it former UEL player, as Wheatle throws an alley-oop to Kayne Henry. He wasn't expecting it. Beautiful the other way by TMB. Danny Evans lays it home for point number 5 as Matoko elevates and makes no mistake on the dunk through the middle of the defense. The 20-year-old former Crest student. As Disu again trying to go long and extended on the tough layup angle. Matoko pull up off one dribble, leaves it short. Allman to Kayne Henry, that one off to the left. As foul going to be called. Or something's happened. 1, 2, 5 players on the court. I've got no idea what just happened. I can't lie. As Edwards, Fontaine wanted the ball in the short corner, now pops out to the wing. Fontaine baseline off 2 feet, blows the bunny, but knocks the ball out of bounds, puts the advertising board on the ball to try and slow the game up. We're down to 8 seconds. Referees do a good job. Kick ahead pass. Evans trying to give a foul. Wheatle down the lane, kicks it. Allman to beat the buzzer off the front rim. And a low scoring affair in the 3rd v 4th game. At the end of 1, it's Hoopspace 10, the minimum brand 8. Welcome back to Brixton as we have a prize winner in the first quarter break. Don't know how much the ball definitely thought about it. Off the rim like 3 or 4 times as Wheatle forgot that he was needed on the court. Referees managed to spot it just in time. So we don't have to play 5v4. And it's the minimum brand in the black tops. And the 3 to open the quarter long two in fact. Means it's 10 points apiece. It's good ball movement. Wheatle with the assist, but Witter can't make it. Wheatle cutting down the lane. Circus layup gets it to go. As that is the free, as Ilias Taiwo from the corner puts his team back in the lead, but Kayne Henry wide open, and that ball goes in. I do not know how. That one we need to look at again. Jason Witter, I think, is going to get given the assist, the basket, as Taiwo strings another, but Witter just tried to keep the ball alive and ended up putting it through the hoop. Hopefully some of our creators and on the baseline got an angle of that one, as Travis Edwards comes up with the loose ball. As wide open underneath for Witter. As Taiwo again, string music on fire. Taiwo 3 triples in the quarter. It's warm in Brixton, but Ilias Taiwo even warmer than that. As Kayne Henry blows the layup. As the ball off the rim. Little floater is really good for Hoopspace. Not quite sure who is wearing number 3. We'll try and get that figured out later on. As the in-house scoreboard updated. And the 3 no good for as Ilias in and out. Little bit of a flop as well, trying to get a call, but referee's all over that one. As wide open is Temilola. As Disu spins, loses the handle, 2v2. Witter goes between the legs to slow it down. No one's going to guard him. As Temilola, as a lovely little steal and dish off. As Korry Callum can't get that one to go. As the drive down the middle, Carl Wheatle tries to go to the inside, hand finish, doesn't quite get there, but Temilola with the easy rebound and put back, and all of a sudden Hoopspace starting to extend the lead. As the 3 wide open by Mathew Allman short. He sprints back, knocks it loose. Mathew Disu ahead of the pack, but enough on it to slow it down in transition. Danny Evans finds the cut, and Taiwo blows the layup, wanting the foul call. And terrific defense by Danny Evans, away to his left, sliding in front to cut the ball off as Taiwo backdoor lays that one home. As Hoopspace able to knock that one down. We're not quite sure who is in the number 3 jersey. We will double check during half time, as we have a timeout on an air ball, all kicking off at the Pro-Am. I've never seen that before. We'll take a quick break and figure out what's going on. So, the minimum brand not only tried to have some fun, but tried to steal the ball off the inbound, having just most definitely airballed a 3. Confirmed that the table buzz, thinking initially it may have gone in, hence the timeout. So referees decided to give the timeout anyway, but no basket. So Hoopspace lead 26-22, and Ako-Mensah will go to the line for 2. It's a long pass over the arm of Ishmael Fontaine. As the tough finish by Isaac Temilola, and he's had a huge impact, having got here a little bit late, not played in Q1. He has 8 points on a perfect 4-4 shooting as Disu goes to reverse. The rim rejects Remy Uday, and he'll get fouled the second time, asking. Remy Uday checking in for the first time, having forgotten what time tip was and rolling in quarter of an hour late. As free throw no good for Remy, so effectively 0 of 2. Reminder, in the prime until the last 2 minutes of the game, 1 shot worth the value of the foul. As ball batted out of bounds, last touch by Danny Evans. And into the game for Hoopspace number 6, Nathan Ashley. As driving into traffic is Mensah. That's going absolutely nowhere. The only lane he got was into a turnover, as Uday Eynon finds Evans, blows the layup, but only because of the foul by Isaac Temilola. As the ball finds the corner, Mensah not going to want to shoot the three. Trying to go at Evans again, high off the glass, back to himself initially. Fight underneath, and they're going to get a foul by Evans. And Sulaiman takes the contact, lays it home. As there's 20 seconds left in the half. Sulaiman makes the free throw. As Danny Evans looks at the clock, 10 seconds to go. Driving down the lane, kicks it. Wide open three, no good. Travis Edwards not going to beat the buzzer. And that will do it for the first half. Hoopspace lead 32-24 at half-time of this third-fourth game here at the Hoopsfix Pro-Am. As welcome back to Brixton. We're about to get ready for the second half. It is a Hoopspace ball going left to right as you look at it from camera. Well, at least it should be. The minimum brand seem the more intent on trying to steal out of bounds possessions. As it is red ball going down there. I think we're finally ready to go. So Henry, Ashley, Wheatle, Sulaiman and Matoko on the court for Hoopspace in the red jerseys, leading by 9 as Wheatle no good on the fadeaway. For TMB, Eynon, Evans, Disu, as Evans no good on that one. Taiwo and Fontaine on court. As the ball underneath, well finished by Mathew Disu. Disu up to 5 points in the game, as turned over. Kayne Henry tries to throw one down that was not the perfect pass. Appreciate the effort as Evans finds Disu. A little push floater from about 10 foot through the net. 4 quick points out of half time for TMB. Cut the 9-point lead down to 5 as Eynon shaken up, replaced by Edwards. As Edwards going to fire up the three off to the left. Sulaiman pull up three, strings it. First made three for Hoopspace. They were 0 of 14 prior to the Tomiwa connection. As Mathew Disu down the lane. Hammers that one with power. Not quite player of the week, but it'll be a contender as Wheatle makes his own teammate. That's more on Nathan Ashley not being able to catch the ball. As Matoko heads to the bench along with Kayne Henry. And Isaac Temilola into the game along with the player that we still don't know exactly who it is. We believe it's Jamil, but that's all we have. As he loses the handle. Under pressure by Edwards. And the ball knocked out of bounds, and Mathew Allman will check in, wearing number 4. Sulaiman put and stop from 3, splashes again. And he's the first one into double digits in this game for Hoopspace, up to 11 personal on 4-5 shooting. As the drive halted by a foul. And I believe that'll be 2 shots. Well, 1 shot worth 2 for Ishmael Fontaine, the veteran from Worthing. And he makes the free throw to avoid any repercussions from the bench or family watching at home. Obviously, his sister Natalie played for Sweden in the Eurobasket a couple of weeks ago. As put back good for Temilola. As Disu pulls up, splashes it. And Disu really starting to drag his team along with him, as driving into middle of nowhere. Gets bailed out with a foul. Here's Jamil. As Taiwo tries to take off, gets contact, lands safely, and will earn a trip to the line. As the free throw good, we're driving into traffic. I don't have a view of what's happening, so all I know is TMB have the ball, Uday in the corner, and this time, having stringed a triple, Disu off the top of the backboard, and a lovely coast-to-coast break, and Mathew Allman lays it home in transition. As Allman tries to wrap up Evans, but Evans goes through the contact, gets the M1. As Jake Eynon going to check himself in via a swig of water. And Evans' free throw rattles in. As pass goes in the middle of nowhere. Evans runs into Allman. This time no foul. Evans on the floor ends up with the rebound. Uday, Eynon. Wide open straightaway triple by Taiwo. And Jason Witter wraps up Remy Uday on the rebound and earns a personal foul. 4th team foul for Hoopspace, so I have to be a little bit careful in the last 100 seconds of this third quarter. 45-40 the score. As Danny Evans off the pick and roll, Taiwo slips it, and the ball hammered into the roof. As Edwards collects the long baseline out of bounds. A minute left on the clock. Taiwo can't get it to go. Another rebound out to TMB. Edwards sizing it up. Crazy layup with the spin. A little bit showboating on the drive. It's a 3-point game. as Ashley calling for the screen, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Easy call for the officials, as Isaac Temilola nowhere near set. And the clock stopped, I'm not quite sure why. Oh, court needs drying, that's a fair excuse. Probably helps TMB out. As Fontaine nearly goes flying over a bottle of water. As Danny Evans will inbound the ball. 17 seconds left. Edwards double team. Disu off the bench. Goes skyrockets. Tries to put it over the head of Temilola. Great defense by the former Southwark legend. As layup no good. Still loads of time left on the clock. 3 seconds. And the layup good on the buzzer. Jason Witter beats the buzzer, and it's a 5-point lead for Hoopspace. End of 3 in this third-fourth game in Brixton, 47-42. Disu again thinking nasty intentions, this time no luck, as taken out in the air. Illegal but at least solid contest. And Disu banks in the free throw, and we're down to 1 possession game for the 3rd spot in the summer pro-am. As Wheatle moving the ball on, pull up by Matoko. He gets his 2nd bucket of the game to drop, as Remy Uday finds Danny Evans. Evans left drive, has it stripped, ends up with the ball back. Edwards pump fake, leaves the triple short. And the technical foul going to be called on the Towson Tiger, Tomiwa Sulaiman. So 1 free throw, anyone on the team can shoot it, as it's a technical. I think Edwards is going to take responsibility. Edwards, one off. Oh no, Danny Evans is going to step forward. Evans a perfect 2 of 2 for 3 points at the line. And that one no good. And jump ball. Given, because no one had possession with the technical. So TMB ball, and Remy Uday wide open underneath. Gets his 2nd bucket of the game. Uday up to 4 points personal. As Hoopspace, long 2, no good
Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Disu. And Jamil Ako-Mensah heads to the bench. As Rude wraps up Temilola, and it'll be on the possession arrow. Hoopspace ball, Wheatle to inbound, Kayne Henry. Struggling to score, gets that one to go. First bucket of the game for Kayne to go with 5 rebounds. Having played his season out in Germany for Dusseldorf. As bad intentions once again, but Disu does a great job slowing down Matoko, but rebound drops in to Hoopspace's hands, easy as you like, as Uday fouled on the 3 by Temilola. Believe that is foul number 5. As in and out, Uday, a left hand comes all over Sulaiman. And Tomiwa to the line. And Sulaiman in and out on the free throw. Fight for the rebound. Ends up in Danny Evans' hands. 6 rebound team high for Danny Evans. As Remy left onto the floor. Gets the pass off. Eynon. Behind the back pass. Beautiful pass. Ishmael Fontaine ruins the highlight. 2 crazy passes as Tomiwa comes down with it ahead of the pack. Blown dunk by Jamil. Kayne Henry in and out on the step back fadeaway. As Uday catch and shoot, leaves it short. And Wheatle trying to go to work. Foul committed by Ilias Taiwo. As Kayne Henry driving into Taiwo, has to give it out. And Nathan Ashley steps on the sideline. As Taiwo, who went on that run in quarter 2 to flip the momentum back to TMB. As through the middle of traffic, no stopping Isaac Temilola. And the lead up to 6, 3:15 to go. Battle for 3rd place, Danny Evans way short on the air ball. TMB really struggled as Kayne Henry drops the alley-oop. Lovely pass. Danny Evans rejected by Tomiwa. got the ball first. Wheatle, coast to coast, alley-oop to Kayne Henry. Block one end, dunk the other. And Hoopspace are cruising 8 points up. And timeout called by the minimum brand. So 2:36 to go. The minimum brand trailing in this third, fourth game by 6. Disu rejected by, I think, a combination of Henry and Temilola. Minimum brand will retain possession. Off the baseline, Evans right in the corner. Wide open triple, no good. And Wheatle out in transition. Kayne Henry thought about cutting in. And Wheatle turns it over. As Evans, Eynon, wide open. Jake in and out again. Not quite his day so far. As his team tries to find a response. He drives. Doesn't take the layup, kicks it out. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Fontaine, Evans from the car park. Airballs it, and Sulaiman able to pull down the rebound eventually. As Henry double team kicks ahead. And a foul called away from the ball. As 1:15 to go. Straight away 3, and that might just be the dagger. Claudor, Matoko from straight away, and that's an 8-point lead. As Uday backdoor gets it through the defense. He's lining up another block, seen a few big ones in this game. As alley-oop called, Mensah blows the dunk and loses the ball out of bounds off him. So 9 points still the gap, 50 seconds to go. And a foul called away on number 8, Mensah, on the floor, so sideline ball. Eynon backdoor, trying to find a monster pickup. Another one, back-to-back misconnections. And Matoko running the floor. Uday shuts off the lob attempt. He'll pick up the rebound. As Dunk show coming. Ilias blows the dunk, and that might just do it, as there's an alley-oop to finish. Huge put away to end the game. Hoopspace up 11. Uday's going to dunk it home, but it doesn't matter. As Allman goes into the crowd with 3 seconds to go. Our MC forgot that the clock stopped in the last 2 minutes. I need to ask Stan how many games of basketball he's MC'd. But that will do it as Danny Evans doesn't get it. And that will do it. Hoopspace take third place, 62-53. And we are about 18 minutes away from the games that matter the most. 2 finals coming up. We'll start with the women, and then at 4:45 CMBC will take on SBB. So finals coming up next here from the Brixton Recreation Centre.